Hello. Welcome to Fashion Police South Africa. I didn't know that I would do this video so early because I still feel like the fashion industry in South Africa needs a little bit of growth. We need to let other people shine. We need to give them opportunity, especially now with the booming of social media. Like, I've seen a lot of fashion influencers who are consistent, who are like relatable, and who are influential. So I'm gonna talk about them right now. So I'm gonna talk about them. Obviously, there are others who are more of a fashion, like they have a lot of fashion influence, but they're not on the list because they post like once in 3 months or once in 6 months. So in my mind, I'm like, you could influence me, but you're not doing your job. So I didn't include them here. Don't be mad. I'm not gonna include people that post once in 3 months. I mean, there's a lot of fashion influence that you could have done at that time. So I'm going to start with number 15 to number 1. Okay. And the last 3 are people that I feel like they're underrated, ne? And the top 3 are people that I feel like we don't even deserve them. We don't deserve them in South Africa. Okay, let's just go ahead. Number 15 is Lebohang Mabe. For me, when I opened Instagram, I didn't know her. I knew her when she was trending because of her relationship with her ex. She dumped somebody on this list for somebody else. That's when I started following her, and then I realized that she's a fashion influencer. Some people don't really have fashion influencer on their bio. So let me just quickly go back. I'm going to rate them: consistency, relatability, and influence. Back to number 15, Lebohang Mabe. I feel like she's a fashion influencer, whether she likes it or when she puts it like that, because I find she's really influential in terms of fashion and that's just my opinion. So consistency 9, relatability 7, influence 7, because the items that you post are sometimes go try, especially before now. Oh my god, she used to influence me a lot. And number 14, she's also underrated, Shelly Mokoena. Oh my god, she's one of the people when I started Instagram, they would appear on my searches. I won't even go out there and look for them, and I always made sure that I follow their trends like she is. I'm gonna rate her now. Consistency, I would say 9. Relatability 7.5, because some of her style I can copy it, but I wouldn't really go out there looking just like that, because she's a creative genius. Influence, I would say 7. Some of her items, pants, I remember this black and white pleated skirt. I really went out there and found one that is similar like hers from Mr. Price, so she is influential. Number 13, Pindile. It's her handle is Pindile Kwala on Instagram, and she has 35k followers. And yes, she's still underrated. Like I said, the last 3, which are these ones, are underrated. I find like if she gives herself a chance, she's gonna blow up. So I've been following her for like 4 months now, and I love her content. I love the way she puts on outfit, because you can have a lot of clothes but you don't know how to put them together. Consistency, it's 7. She's not that that's why I'm saying she must give herself a chance. She's gonna blow up. Relatability 9. All items that she posts, I want them, and they're just simple and smart outfits. Influence, I would say 6, because people don't know who she is. Maybe that's why she has little followers. And number 12, Lerato Kamanyani, Lerato K. I feel like when I opened Instagram, she was she was also appearing on my searches. That's why I started following her. I love her fashion sense. I love how she's trying to how she's different from all the other influencers, but I also feel like she could post more. She could give us more trends. She could be outside her comfort zone, because I feel like I was not gonna put her on the list because sometimes she doesn't really post fashion, and I hate that because I wanna see her because she's killing it. Consistency, I would give her 7. Relatability 7 because there's this other polka dot item that she wore. I think it was 2017, and I was like, oh my gosh, I'm really, really influenced. There's so many items that she wore that I was so influenced to look for them and buy them. Some I bought similar ones, didn't really get them, but it's fine. Relatability 7. Influence, I think she has a lot of influence. I would say 8. Influence 8, yeah. And number 11, Melody Molale. Personally, I didn't know who she is, but I started knowing about her when she won SA Style Award, and I did a cover for that because I ran a fashion page, and I started googling her because if she won 2 awards already, then she deserves to be on this list. But I don't know much about her, that's why I put her at the number 11. So don't be mad at the list. Consistency 7, relatability 7, influence I would say 6 because I didn't know about her. She has 164k followers. Number 10 is Lendisi. She's on this list because ever since I opened Instagram, she was also on my search items in terms of style, and I ended up following her. She reminds me of Pukele Nari. Pukele Nari is a ex Big Brother Africa housemate who's like so big on fashion. She has a card and she's always on high heels. She reminds me of her. Consistency, she's been doing this. 9. Relatability, I would say 7 because I think she's a fashion designer, so some of her things she's just using her creative mind. It's not like items that you can get to the store and buy them. Influence, I would give her 6. Oh, I would say 7, yeah. Jessica van Heerden, I would say she has 31k. I'm putting her on this list because I feel like in terms of beauty and fashion, she is relatable. She has the highest score, relatable. The items that she wear, they're not over the top, so they relate to the average South African. So, but she is still stylish in those simple looks. So I would give her consistency 9, relatability 9. I relate to her. Influence, I would give her 6 because I mean the numbers don't lie. Number 8, we have some male style. Sean Stylist. She's the one that got dumped by Lebohang. Number 15. But anyway, this is not a gossip channel. Also, I've known about him for the longest time. He always appeared in my searches, and I'm not male, but some of the style that he executes, I love them. Consistency 9, relatability 7, influence 7. Number 7, Thick Leonce. I feel like she is really stylish. It doesn't even have to be about whether she's a big woman, curvy woman, or whatever. I feel like she's really stylish. Like, and she's very consistent, and her looks are not really that much complicated. She just executes them with a lot of confidence. She have 500 k followers, and she's consistent. 9, relatability 9. She even has her own fashion store. Influence, I would say 9, yeah. Number 6, Sneaky Way Mhlongo. Also, how I known about her, she always appeared on my searches, and like Thick Leonce, she puts on, okay, she used to put on simple looks. That's how she got me as a fan, because I'm like, you can put simple looks and trend like this, girl. And now she's like taking this seriously. She's wearing nice items. She's buying from AliExpress and American clothes, and bring on, girl. Teach us fashion. Consistency 9, relatability 9, influence out. She's really influential. I'll give her 9. Number 5, Tepi Vundla. Yeah, she started back then, so that's why she's on the list. She has 215k followers. Consistency 7, relatability 10, influence 8. I feature her a lot on this page, and like I said before, I like the fact that she's always, her hair game is on fleek. She's always changing hair looks she's matching her hair looks with her outfit. She's not just putting any hair, when she dressed nice. If you watched some of my videos, you'll realize that. Number 4 is Mitlalin Damase. I feel like she's disappointing me because she's not posting that much, anymore. And yes, she might be a beauty influencer, but I followed her because I love the way she dresses, and she doesn't really give me that much content. And I know she affords the clothes. I know she makes a lot of money. Come on. And I would say consistency 6. I mean, dude, even though you want to venture into traveling and beauty and fashion, but you should just give us fashion. I don't mind other content, but give us fashion. I love clothes, good clothes on her. Relatability, I would say 7. Influence, I would say 10. She's really influential. That's why she has 1 million followers. She's the most followed on this list. Number 3, Kifi Boo. Kifi Boo started a long time ago. It's really hard not to notice her. She has 890k followers, and she's just right up there. She's consistent. 9, relatability. I would say 8. I relate to her items, even though I won't buy them from Louis Vuitton and all the other expensive brands that I can't afford at the moment. I would still the way she styles her clothes and buy from cheap stores. So I would say relatability an 8. Influence, I would say 8, because a lot of people are trying to copy her style that I noticed, and that's absolutely fine. Number 2, Saralanga, as expected. She should be number 1, but number 1 is my favorite, and there's nothing you can do about it. Just comment down below what you think. Saralanga, oh my gosh. Like, I feel like everybody that I said is underrated must be like her. Not in terms of her style. No, they're fine the way they are. They are unique. But they should post more. Don't give me a chance to breathe. Give me feed my cravings, give me fashion, do everything you want with me, like mop the floor with me like her. She doesn't give us a chance. That's why she's number 2. She has 344 followers, and she's consistent. 9, relatability, I would say 8. I mean, the clothes that she wears, even though they are expensive, you can still get the similar ones at the cheaper stores and style your style like her. Influence, I would say 7. Number 1, I feel like we don't deserve this girl. I feel like we don't deserve her at all. She's in the, she's like Saralanga and Kifibu, but she's up there, Baba. I feel like she's just like a UK fashion influencer. They don't let us breathe. That's what I'm saying. The only thing that I don't like about South African fashion influencers is like they let you breathe. You can forget about them for some weeks, and then they go buy clothes and come back and stand with you. You must be like that every day. I know things are expensive. The economy this side is not that good. Clothes are not that cheap and stuff. But yeah, is Tabby happy? And I think she's also the youngest on this list. I'm not sure. She has 472k followers. Consistency 10, relatability. Dude, I don't know. I would say 6 because I want her body. I want her clothes. So yeah. Influence, I would say 9. Really. Like, even though I don't have the body, I love her style. I always try to copy her style. So I would put her number 1. Other than that, she's my favorite. And I feel like she's underrated. There's so many people that I didn't put on this list, like Yulisa. So many people. So many people, like. But you can comment down below and just tell us what you think about the list, and put the ones that you like and the one that you don't like, you would remove from this list. So yeah, no shade to anybody. If I hurt your feelings, sorry. Subscribe.